Wow, 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 wow. We are back.
Wow,
we
are.
Wow, 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 wow.
Yes.
We're back, guys. It's ReactCAST on its own channel, too. Look at this.
What? Oh, shoot.
I know it.
We're doing it.
It's crazy.
And we're joined this week with three people who might have a little bit of experience with the internet, maybe.
Just a tad.
Just a bit. And they all have names that start with the letter J. Did you know this?
What?
Wild. Except for you.
No,
Get
today
me out of here.
we dub you Jevin.
Yay! Jevin.
Jevin it is.
Jevin's
No.
pretty cool. I've never met a Jevin
Jevin?
before.
Okay.
You sound sexy, dude.
Guys, we got Jayka, Jaxon, and Joe here. Woo!
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. And
Collectively, together, we have 73 years on the internet.
that might be. Did you actually
sure?
calculate
No,
that?
but
'Cause that might be right.
It was a joke, but it might be close.
I think it's close, dude. Today we're going to be talking about what it was like growing up on the internet. Jaxon and Jayka especially spent their youth online, and that comes with stories and feelings, I'm sure. But first, I want to go back even further. And what was your first memory with the internet? Like, I can
Internet.
go on the internet.
Like first memory,
Of like,
but not necessarily out of creating, but just like,
no,
this is
just
the
like
internet.
I can log
Oh.
into the internet.
Mine's going to sound so ancient compared to you guys.
That's why I know.
Get ready.
This is
Get
the
ready.
dynamic that I wanted.
I'm pretty sure it was when I was like in elementary school when they teach you like how to use a computer. I remember we were doing like Mavis Beacon. I don't know if you guys know
I've
what
heard.
Mavis Beacon is.
Yeah.
It's like typing games, but then once we would like finish up our lesson in Mavis Beacon, we'd be able to like go on the internet and like play. I know there was like Starfall and like Pop Tropica and stuff like that.
Oh, I love Pop.
Club. I was not a Club Penguin girl. I was
Neither.
a Pop Tropica girl.
But these are the educational websites.
Yeah,
right?
no, educational,
Yeah.
so educational. But
Educational, yeah.
I
Cool
remember
math
when
games, you know?
I started playing it at home, like on my grandma's desktop. Like they made me delete my account because they fully thought I was like talking to strangers online.
That's the
So-
common thing. Yeah, that's like what every parent.
Yeah, they were
same.
convinced. I was like,
Well, you got to remember the parents back then also didn't quite understand the internet yet, so they're
Yeah.
all just afraid that it's just predators. So your parents, my dad didn't even have the internet forever, but
Yeah.
they were like learning at the same
At the
time
same
that
time.
you were learning. You guys,
crazy.
for the most part. The common parent.
First time I like kind of discovered like YouTube and being on YouTube, I think, funnily enough, was React.
Really?
Which is weird to think about.
what?
Dreams come
Yeah.
true.
It was the first Kids React video, which is like Kids React and Nyancat. Which is insane. Like I remember my friend was obsessed with Nyancat, and they pulled up this video, and it was the Kids React and Nyancat video,
Right.
and then we would both just like watch it. My friend Otto and I, we would just like have that on repeat, and then just watch a bunch of different like classic YouTube videos. Like early, I'm talking like 2007, 2008 YouTube videos of like, you know, me at the zoo, or like what other.
You didn't watch that video.
Yes, I guarantee you I did.
You didn't repeat view that video.
I saw it once, and then I was like, okay. But
Like, this is the future.
I feel like to that era of like, you know, things being so like classic feeling and like, oh, this is a OG YouTube viral video has like faded away. Like I don't have videos like that I think about anymore. And I wonder if like the younger generation, you know, kids who are now 8 or 9 currently like have those videos that they think about. I don't know if that still exists. Is it too big now?
I think everybody has their pockets of interest and they have their pockets of nostalgia for sure. However, the landscape is so fractured now because it's so big. Even
Right.
if we're just talking about YouTube in general, you probably know 700 million plus subscribers that I've never heard of who all have their own communities.
Yeah.
Massive communities. Like 1 million subscribers was
Exactly.
like
Huge.
the biggest milestone back in the day. But now,
and now it's just common.
every
Yeah.
no-name person has it.
That's like
And-
the benchmark now is a million.
yeah, and because media is everywhere and it's so fractured and so big, everything from streaming platforms to YouTube to TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat, there's not a shared experience anymore.
No.
When it was YouTube by itself, it was like, oh, that finally brought the internet super nerds, the people that knew what the internet was back then, and then the common people together because it became something that everybody could just click on and use and experience.
Yeah. The community aspect. Of
Right,
it,
but
especially.
it was a singular community at first. Like one video was
Yeah.
on the front page. Everybody saw it. So the world was talking about it together. But now it's just there's so many pockets. It's almost impossible. Barbenheimer is the last thing that like
Felt
the
like
world
that.
was like
You're
all
right.
in on this.
Yeah.
I think
Sure.
right now the most recent collective thing that everyone is talking about would be like the Drake and Kendrick Lamar stuff.
Definitely.
Yep. About, but that's not even like social media. That's just general like music stuff. You know.
Yeah. And it's
So-
not also just like one video about this
Right.
that like everybody's talking
It's
about.
just a
It's
series of
full-
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Joe, you have to tell us how ancient you are. What's your first?
Woo! So I grew up in Montana.
Yeah.
So everything got to us a little later than it did everybody else. At least our experiences and stuff. So I didn't touch the internet until 8th grade, and it was for a research. The first time I ever did a research project on snowmobiling in Yellowstone National Park.
remember
this? Wow.
And the effects upon it, and the pros and the cons. And I was blown away about what the internet was at that point.
Was it on Google? Like, was Google invented?
Google was not a thing at that point.
So this was like you like what is it? On your mark, get set. We're riding on the internet.
Yeah, pretty much. And so it was like Yahoo back then. Like, did you guys have the Yahoo?
No.
Yahoo!
It's not in your brain.
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Oh,
was
wow.
What was that?
That was just like Yahoo was the big thing before Google was the big
But
thing. and
what's-
that was the commercial.
They had a commercial
Oh,
for it?
Yeah,
Yahoo had
and specifically
commercial.
the Yahoo.
Yeah, he knows.
Well, how do you
Yeah, what the? No, Jackson's an old soul.
So that was mine. I didn't have an email address until like midway through my senior year of high school.
Oh wow.
Our schools didn't use them at all. We were still like go to the library and do your research as opposed to the internet for a lot of our projects and stuff
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that. So I know a life before internet, before phones. I
Yeah.
didn't have my first cell phone until college. So I know what it was like to not be available all the time.
Yeah,
24/7.
I honestly hate that feeling.
It
It's
is-
such a painful.
Fucking bliss. It's bliss. I'm telling you. Anxiety, like your anxiety doesn't have a chance to take a rest these days because
Right.
Anxiety doesn't exist till like 2000. You know.
yeah, it was invented in
It was
2000.
invented by John Anxiety in the year 2001.
Yeah, and then Bill Gates bought it, and then
Right.
he sold it for billions. Jacob, what was your first like? Did you know YouTube before you landed in YouTube?
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
No, definitely. I think the one video that made me like realize how big like somebody could become off of YouTube was Sophia Grace and Rosie.
Oh, not
Okay.
this. Oh, and they appeared on Ellen.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. No, that's exactly why. Because I think that was a little bit before I started doing React. So I just remembered them like literally becoming these stars.
Yeah.
And I was around the same age as them. So that was definitely like my first experience being like, oh my gosh, like I see these girls, 2 young girls on YouTube just singing, dancing
Yeah.
in their little tutus. And I was like, wow, like they are the coolest ever because now they get to meet Nicki Minaj, like they get to be on Ellen. And back then, like I think I would watch Ellen a lot and like, I don't know, not just like watch it. It was just like always on TV.
Yeah.
So
Mine
there's no
was
way of avoiding it.
Live with Regis and Kelley.
Not
Always on there.
That was always on.
Yeah, no. So it was just like hard to escape, and then like you would think like just from YouTube, but you didn't know that that could even be possible. And I think like just those 2 little girls becoming huge stars.
God,
like,
you just the nostalgia pop in my brain. Like, I haven't thought about them forever.
Right?
Sophia Grace is literally like she has a baby.
What?
She has like
Crazy.
a 1-year-old.
She's like our
yeah,
age.
she is.
Wow.
Way to go, Sophia. Getting started.
So was YouTube then like a career path that you saw at that age in a way? Maybe not like a full career, but like this is something that I can see myself doing.
Yes,
It was.
most definitely. I wouldn't say I would know how far it could take me.
Definitely.
as, like right now.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, for sure, I saw it as this like gateway into just a whole world of like people being able to see you and know who you are. Like
Entertaining.
yeah, exactly. Like I had been in like the entertainment space since I was really, really young, like doing commercials and print jobs and stuff. So it was just so different
Yeah.
from like you would think like, especially now I feel like social media and the entertainment space of like acting and modeling has kind of just like merged into like
It has.
one whole thing. But back then it was completely separate.
And looked down upon.
Looked down
sure.
upon.
So looked down upon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now it's like if you go to an audition, and you guys probably know better than I haven't done them forever, but they're like, what's
They
your
ask
what's
how many
your
followers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they actually?
They do, yes.
I
And
do a
they
lot of
ask,
self-tapes. They don't
if you were- yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Jaxon, same for you then? Was like YouTube a place that you wanted to have a job in?
Originally, yes, and then like when I was like 10 years old or something, I thought YouTube was the end game. I was like, this is
Okay.
it. This is gonna be my life. I got this.
This is pre-React.
This is pre-React, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this, you
Yeah,
know, and it's
yeah.
gonna be. I'm gonna be this famous person,
Yeah.
on YouTube doing all this cool stuff, and I'm gonna be super young while I do it, you know. And then I got on React, and I was like, this is great. And then I thought like React was more of like a stepping stone to kind of get there,
Right.
And then I realized I just really didn't want to do YouTube. I
Whoa.
really like I would make certain videos. Like I started a YouTube channel, and then I would stream and all that kind of stuff until I realized like YouTube not necessarily was for me, you know.
Interesting. Okay.
Because when you want to be a YouTuber, you have all of this passion, all this stuff until you work on the project, and then it just goes straight out the window.
Right.
Where you have to be your own boss. You have to edit, script, record, know how to do everything all by yourself, which is very, like, for someone with no experience, is very daunting.
Yeah.
And obviously it takes experience to get experience, you know? It was very difficult, you know?
Yeah.
And there would be times where I really wanted to do it, and there would be times that I absolutely hated it and never wanted to be on it, you know?
It's a slog, man.
It's such a slog. And you're definitely someone that's been around different YouTube channels, done your own thing, done your stuff. How was that like for you?
We tripped and fell into it when we started YouTube. It started in 2005. We had when I say we, me and my comedy partner Luke Baratz, we were still in college, and we were making dumb just sketches on film for my broadcasting class. There was a news journalism path that I tried and I hated, but then that was really all it was. So me and another guy, Ben Malahan, were like, let's do a comedy show and do some kind of like broadcasting, make our own broadcasting way. So we did that. We started, and then I was in an improv troupe as well with Luke, and we were like, let's make these videos. So we did, and then we made our own little website that was like a quick time. You had to download it, like old school, our own little website. So we had a couple things up there, made a little bit of a following on accident. And then YouTube came along, and we're like, oh, this is convenient. Our parents can finally watch our videos because they don't have to figure out how to download them.
Sure.
That was your thought about it.
100%.
Yeah.
No, nobody looked at YouTube and been like, this is the future.
Yeah.
Right.
We were just like, this is the thing. Threw it on there. We got on the front page a couple times. And the front page was the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
It's just
Right.
like, if you get up there, people will see it. We had a little backlog of catalog.
Yeah.
So when we did hit the page, people would be like, oh, they did more than just this one thing. And we just got lucky.
And were you, when that like hit the front page, was it, oh, we can make this something. This can be something. Or was it still kind of like, let's just
Nobody
play around?
knew. We were
Yeah.
excited. You know, I remember the first feelings of being like, look at all these numbers. It says 5,000.
Yeah, yeah. But
Like,
still.
it was crazy. It was,
Yeah.
it was an endorphin dopamine rush at the time. And we just wanted to do comedy. We were just young college kids that were trying to be funny and didn't have super plans. And then this just kind of became an accidental path.
And now it's just basically your whole life.
100%. And I'm
Yeah.
so fucking tired.
I haven't taken a nap in years.
Why did you guys do React? Like, what was it an accident? Was it like I want to do this? Did you just go to a casting call? Like, how did you guys fall into it?
So I think you started a little bit before me.
Other way around.
No.
I was after you.
No way.
Yes, you
What
were
was
on
your
one of
first
the
episode?
first. Mine was Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Mine was Harlem Shake.
That was way before me. That was
No
years
way.
before me.
That was
Yeah.
like 2012.
Yeah. How old were you when you started? 9?
10.
10? I was 11 when I started.
There you
I
go.
was-
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Okay.
She reacted to the Harlem Shake. I did the Harlem Shake.
But yeah, that was my very, very first episode. I think at the time they were going through casting agencies or just like agencies because they wanted kids. I'm pretty sure like the thing said like kids were like comfortable being on camera. And I had been already doing like a lot of stuff on camera since I was really young. So that was what I did. I didn't even know what it was. Like I was so confused because I was so used to like memorizing lines. Like I was like, do I have to go in there and audition and like tell me, you know, they just had you sit down and react to a video. And I think it was just easy as that. And it's just wild how that just becomes this whole thing. And like I've been doing it for what, like over half my life now.
How old are you now?
I'm 21.
You're 21, so you've been doing it for 10, 11 years?
11 years. Yeah.
Wild. You guys have
Crazy.
this like your photo album for the last like your formative years of life is literally kind
On
of YouTube,
the internet,
right?
right.
Like, you can go back and be like, what did I think when I was
No, it's terrifying.
12 years old.
It's
You
so
go back.
scary.
It's so cringy. I hate it.
It's so bad. Like, please
God.
don't go back and watch this.
I thought it was so cool. I thought it was.
It was cool.
As in I thought I was the cool. I was like,
you
oh
weren't cool.
I was like, oh my gosh, that was like every so often I'll look back and I put on kind of this persona a little bit, like this like. Yes. It's like, yeah, I know more than you at any given time. Like, but also because I hated to feel like I didn't know stuff.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
if I acted like I would, even if I didn't know, if I acted like I did know it,
You felt-
I felt so much better. And then people would be like, oh my God, he knows his stuff growing up. Until eventually that was me, where I actually did start to know things that, moving forward, you know?
Yeah. Well, was what I was trying to get at a little bit is like, do you think that because so much of your lives have been online, do you think that has like pushed you in directions that maybe you like weren't comfortable with, or like pushed you to be a certain way that you didn't feel like was your true self? Anything like that you've like dealt with being online as you've gotten older?
Yeah, I think kind of the opposite a little bit.
Right. I was
think,
going to say.
like, it started off like that, where it's like you kind of want to put on this persona. You kind of want to like be this person that people want to see, you know, until you realize that you can be who you are, and then people want to watch that.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that's the greatest thing about React in general, is that it's such a safe space and such a welcoming space. Like we literally are able to talk about whatever we want, no judgment, nothing. Like obviously the internet might rip you apart, but I think
point, you
that's
just
the
kinda
whole
learn to deal
point.
with it,
Like
you
yeah,
know?
exactly. Like we know that this is like an opportunity. Like this is honestly like a platform that we're able to speak about these things. So that's why I always thought of it as like a blessing in my life, to be able to be on such a huge platform like this and be able to say my honest opinions on like whether it's like politics, whatever. Like especially growing up, I might have seen my like views constantly shift, which is why like people might say like, oh, you used to hate on this person and then now and like 5 years later I'm like, well duh, like people change. But that's why I also like love React, because like when I can go back and watch these videos, it's like a literal scrapbook of like who I was and how I constantly changed as a person.
Oh yeah, and just realize, like, people forget, being on the internet for 10 years, like, you're not gonna have the same views as when you were a kid. You're never gonna.
I mean, we'll cancel you for
No,
it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. Oh yeah. You know.
Did
but
you
create
remember
your
when you
best
said
thoughts,
you were 9? You
Yeah.
You know, like,
No, but it's also like the community that we've like. Jaxon and I have known each other for so
that's
damn
crazy
long. Like,
too.
yeah.
our moms would hang out in the room together while
Yeah.
we would go film videos. Like we were always being dropped off together. Like, you know, like it just became this like bond too of like us like knowing each other since we were really young.
Yeah.
And being able to see each other grow too. Like that's what I also think is like so freaking crazy.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
two
absolutely.
specifically, I've seen. You guys have like a good brother-sister quality.
Yes.
For
Like
sure.
you guys have just kind of you've grown up in front of everybody together. It seems like you lean on each other, like emotionally and mentally when it comes to this world here. You're able to talk about what it is now, what it was like then, and you have this like shared experience.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, since being on this channel, you were 10, I was 11. Yeah, we were. I remember going to one of your birthdays. Like it was.
Uninvited. You just showed up.
I was just kind of there. I think I was like, what? It's like your sweet 16 or something like that. And I was
Hell
15.
yeah.
I was just like, I had like this
think I remember that.
tux on. I was like, happy to be here. You know, just very. But yeah, having that shared experience of being on the internet for so long kind of changes you a little bit. You know, like.
Takes a lot of strength to overcome that. I think you guys
Right.
have been in somewhat of a, correct me if I'm wrong here, but like I want to say a beneficial situation when it comes to your relationship with the internet, because you get to come and have fun,
Right.
get paid, to have a platform, but then like you get to leave, and it's not your end all be all. It's not your job. It's not this channel that you have to curate. It's just like you get to drop in, have a little bit of fun, and then you can kind of walk away from it. So then maybe the comments don't hurt. They still hurt. I've got a lot of opinions on the psychological effects of doing this.
Yeah.
But for you guys, it seems like you do get to walk away from it and just exhale if you want.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's why I like React so much, specifically. See, growing up, there was a time where I wanted to quit React altogether.
Yeah.
Like I was bullied for it in school. There was just times where it really got to me after a while. And then I think throughout the pandemic, realizing, or a little after the pandemic, realizing you just get to come in, do your thing. You don't have to edit anything. You just got talk and have fun. Like it's kind of turned into like game show type stuff.
Yeah.
Which I love. You know, getting to do that and then just being able to leave. You know. Then realizing that that's what I like doing. I like being myself and then leaving, not having to do any more work than being yourself.
Right.
I'm going to hijack your emceeing thing here for a second, Kevin. So you guys are young. Again, psychological effects of doing this are huge. How did your parents protect you from this world? Or did they know how to? Or no.
They didn't. Nope. Yeah, I remember, I think, until I was about like 12, 13. No, a little bit past that. I think I was like still 15. My mom had my Instagram.
Same
and then
here.
she would like post stuff for me and then write captions acting like she was me.
No, same here.
Stuff like that.
I had
like
an
that.
account managed by mom, like in my bio.
Okay, I think that's healthy.
That is healthy.
Yeah, no, I think because a lot of people back then who were also doing like the same things as like, or just in the entertainment industry at all, like you had to have it or else you would get your account taken down because you had to be, I think, 13 years old. You had to be like 13 or 14 to have an Instagram account. But yeah, both of our moms literally ran our Instagram accounts until genuinely until I was like 16 years old.
Oh, that's
good though.
That's so good.
That's
like I
so
had
good.
full access to it, and of course, like it was always transparent. Like it was never my mom posting something against my will. Like, but
no, it was against my will for me. I remember. No, there was a. If you guys remember, like Ninja playing Fortnite with Drake or something like that, specifically that there was like I don't know if it was a contest, but it was like try to post something on Instagram, and then there's like a chance you could. Play Fortnite with them.
Okay.
My mom did that. Photoshopped my face, Ninja's face, and Drake's face on some Fortnite characters, then posted it. And it looked so wonky, and I hate it.
It's okay.
Like there would just
sounds
be.
like funny now.
Well, it's funny now, obviously. But at the time, being in high school and people and friends still following your Instagram, it's really awkward when it's like, oh my God, Ninja Drake, come play Fortnite with me, Jackson Hibbler. Dude, like the comment, and I'm just like, there's a
This is definitely not my mom.
Yeah.
I run this account now.
And like it got to me so much. I would ask my mom, just like, Mom, I am like 16 now. Please get off of my Instagram. And then I remember changing the password. I forgot I could just do that, you know?
Yeah.
And then she's like, what's the password? And I'm like, no. No. Yeah.
So interesting. Do you guys still enjoy the being on the internet aspect?
I'll let you go first.
I definitely do, and I think that's why I'm really lucky to have the mindset that I do have. I've never ever really let it affect me, or like I've never had second thoughts about being on this channel. It's just always been like a safe space for me. I think I am able to come here and I'm able to, like, I've never really differentiated myself like on React than who I am like in my personal life. Like it's just fully me, transparent. Like I put everything on the line when I'm at React. Like I've never put on a fake, personality ever, I don't think. So I really don't think I've ever had negative, like, sometimes I do content creation now, like pretty much full time. Yeah. And with that, it becomes work rather than like something for fun. But that's, again, my choice. Like I don't have to, like I went to school, I got my degree. I don't have to continue doing social media if I don't want to, but I've never hated it ever. Like it does become work, it becomes stressful. And I know that's like, people are always like, it's not that hard to be an influencer. It's not. It's an easy job. Like I don't have to go into an office and work a 9 to 5. Like I don't, but it is still like pretty much what I do like for work. Like there's a lot of effort that goes into it. Like people like I know this sounds because I know people are always like, no, like all you do is like open PR packages and like, but at the end of the day, like it's a lot of like thought that goes into the specific content that I'm making, especially when I do brand deals. Like there's a huge like outline of what the brand specifically want you to do. There's contracts behind it.
It's a job. You don't have to justify yourself. It's a job, and it's exhausting, and it's just as hard as other things out there. Not all things, I know, but there's an added weight and pressure to it because it still is you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And you're throwing yourself out there to the wolves in a certain way, and it seems like you've got a pretty solid support system around you that's kind of helped you keep perspective.
I'm really lucky in that sense.
Forced you to do other things. You know, this is not going to last forever. You may want to wake up and not want to do it. And the fact that you got your degree, it's huge. While doing that and doing this, you didn't fall in love with it. You were one of those kids that was like, astronaut or YouTuber?
Yeah.
YouTuber. Which is a problem now because it seems so attainable.
Yeah.
But it's not.
It's not.
At all.
That's the biggest thing.
Like being on the internet and being, I guess, having this kind of be your side gig, your job sort of thing. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But then, like I said before, having to then, if you want to be a YouTuber on your own, having to put in that work, having to put in all of the time and effort that it takes to get, like, to let's just say 1 million subscribers.
Yeah.
It's so much more work than people realize.
Lifestyle.
It's a whole lifestyle. It's you are your own boss. You have to police yourself. You have to, like, I think that's just the hardest part is being your own boss, you know?
Interesting. Okay.
And like I said, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't trade this for anything. You know, being on React for so long has given me such a platform and giving me so many opportunities that I didn't have before. And it's such a great stepping stone for other things. But also trying to go back into like the YouTube space and trying to kind of push for that. Like you said, like you do content creator stuff where like you said, you open PR stuff and put yourself out there. You still have to curate yourself not only for your audience, but for those brands that are now like you
asking you to do things.
Put on a face specifically for those brands because then those brands want you to have this certain image when you're pushing their product or their business. And
there's sacrifices that need to be made.
Definitely
whether they're
sacrifices.
micro or macro to a point.
Right.
And it's how you move forward and how you're able to handle those. And for some, it's they're able to mold in that way, I think, a little easier than others. And some are just like, and we see it with a lot of brands or a lot of YouTubers that are just those FU YouTubers. I'm going to be me. They don't care. And if you can build and curate an audience that really respects that, it's hard as hell.
Yeah.
Like they're ride or dies and you don't have to do a lot of that extra stuff. But it really is just part of the equation now. You have to do it. And some people are better at it. Jake is great at it. Like really good. I've always had a hard time being like, this is me.
I can't do that. I really can't. It's really hard for me to do that as well.
What else you got, Kevin?
Do you guys want to do a game?
Yes, please.
Yes.
I love games.
We can stop conversating as much and get into this YouTube trivia game. Okay?
Oh no.
Not many questions.
Okay.
I have a feeling Jaxon might do very well with this.
Okay, that's hurtful to me and Jayka. Thank you.
Well, he
both of you
gave
guys.
me some
He gave you all the
input.
questions?
Yeah. We'll put some music on for us here.
Yeah, I like that.
Joe, would you want to grab those whiteboards right there on the
God.
table?
Whiteboard's not the
It's like a regular
whiteboard.
React video.
It is now.
We're back to our regularly scheduled program.
Question number 1.
Let's do it.
True or false? YouTube began as a dating site.
I've heard this exact damn question before, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer now. Okay.
Ready? Reveal.
True.
True.
I said false.
False. It's true, guys.
It's like hot or not. They tried
Wait,
to
what year was YouTube invented?
2005.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 2005 it hit the public after beta testing, but they were like
They were
messing
trying.
with
It was
prior.
called Tune In Hook Up.
Tune in, book up,
Hook Up.
hook up. Yeah, they were basing it off of
Wow.
Hot or Not, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, next question. Joe's in the lead.
1 point, bitches.
What well-known holiday did YouTube get created on?
Ah, crap.
What?
Created on or launched on?
Well-known holiday.
Like it launched to the public.
Okay.
Random answer. Labor Day.
Oh.
I think it's fun, but it will always be work.
I educated guess.
Okay.
Ready? Joe first.
Christmas.
Jackson.
Christmas.
Groundhog Day.
Guys, it was Valentine's Day. That is close.
Groundhog Day is what? February 2nd or something like that? Dude.
That's crazy.
Wait, 2005 or
2005.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, February 14th. 2005.
Groundhog Day.
Well, you know what? Valentine's Day is a lover's Christmas, so half a point.
No.
Created by companies to sell chocolate. Hallmark.
All right. You know what the first video on YouTube was me at the zoo.
Yeah.
What was the second video
the hell?
to be uploaded to YouTube?
We're not friends.
You're the worst. These are not questions. These don't exist.
All right.
There's
I think
Also,
way.
here, you want me to give... I have a hint
Okay.
for you. I'll play you the sound of the video. Okay? So can you close your eyes real quick?
okay. Eyes are closed.
Here's the sound.
Ew.
That's all we got?
I know it. I know it.
No way.
I will give you a point if you get like one word of what this is.
You're gonna love this answer, Joe. Guarantee you. Oh God, that's a long name that Joe's writing.
Jackson, you want to reveal yours?
Sure, yeah. Me at the 2.
Whoa!
I like that.
Okay, I put guy on skateboard.
Ooh, that's really good.
Joe?
I've got the right answer. Help! I'm still at the zoo. Fell in bear enclosure.
Harambe.
I think I want to give it to Jayka.
What?
Because it was my snowboarding skills.
Wow.
And it was literally like a video of a guy doing snowboarding.
Nice.
Crazy.
Here, look at this. Here's my snowboarding skills.
Dude, that's exactly what I like thought I
Yeah.
heard.
I thought it was a
Somebody,
box.
Like, riding something.
And it's a brilliantly titled video.
Yeah, not my snowboarding skills with a Z instead of an
I know.
S.
And then he eats. That's
People
great.
say
cool.
it's the first fail video
Yeah.
ever on
Oh my
YouTube.
God.
Yeah.
I wrote
That's so
100
cool.
words and still didn't get one.
Jayka still got it. Okay.
Okay, Jayka, 1 to 1.
Okay.
Next up, the most popular tutorial that is searched on
Oh,
YouTube
shoot.
is how to blank.
Oh. I feel like
There's 2 ways I want to go. All
I
right, I'm going with
I feel like this, you have a chance to get this one.
gotta think for a second.
dude,
Twerk.
I feel like
Okay, I got one and then
something is like
a gut
in
instinct.
my brain.
And then here's my backup one. You don't have to give me a point for it. This is more braggy.
okay.
Braggy,
To be fair,
braggy.
I was gonna
ego,
go a different
ego.
way as well.
Oh my god.
All right, Joe, you want to go?
How to change a tire. Or
Good guess.
How to YouTube.
Okay. Jackson?
How to change a tire? Turkey. Oh my God.
I don't even have an answer. I put like how to be a something. That's what I'm like leaning into the direct. Like I don't know what.
How to
I like
be
feel
a-
like I know this.
You guys went
answer.
too specific.
See, I was gonna say either that or how to dance.
Close.
Or how to talk to girls.
Yeah? How to kiss.
Start off with your pillow, man. I mean,
How do you even use that tutorial?
I was
What are you
thinking
doing?
about like searching it and making it like a clip for it, but I was like, we don't
I'm
need to
good.
watch
No,
that.
Okay.
Wow, so we should just be doing how to kiss videos on React.
Yeah.
No, that's the secret.
what dating shows, you
There
know?
you go.
I'm very
Okay.
lonely. Please set us up.
Next, I'm going to give you classic YouTube videos, and you're going to have to guess what year they released
gosh.
it.
Son of a
Okay? Charlie bit my finger.
Charlie bit
Charlie!
bingo.
Dude, you know what's crazy is that my younger brother, he is 13. And he started saying like, ouch, like he started like saying that. And I was like, oh, have you ever seen that video? He was like, what video? And he knew it from like, I don't know if there's like
I
some
bet.
remix or something
Yeah.
that like kids know. And that's what he knows it from.
Dude,
Just the
TikTok
remix.
has
It-
invigorated
it's insanity.
nostalgia.
Yeah,
Like
it has.
80s music that is hitting today's charts and like
It's like-
Billboard Top 10 and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
All right, ready?
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Joe?
2006.
Whoa, bruh.
2006.
6?
2008.
It's 2010.
What?
Right? I was
No.
surprised by that too. I thought it was like one of the older ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That had to have been re-released.
That's crazy.
It says original, and it's got like 300 million or whatever it is. Yeah.
Oh, it has to have like 1 billion. Are you kidding me?
Well, let's find out. I got it right here. 8.6 million 13 years ago.
8.6. That has to have more
That's
than
not
that.
the original.
That's not the
You
original.
don't think it's the original?
Look it up on Google. When
Look up the
was
wiki.
Charlie Bit My Finger?
All right, maybe we'll give you guys
Look up
this
the
then.
wiki, my friend.
The wiki of Charlie Bit My Finger?
100%. Look at
Yes.
this.
Charlie, that really
Original release date. 2007!
That's right. That's
None
right.
of you guys got it still.
You suck, sir.
I know.
Gotta get the original.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was a remake. You're right. I should have noticed that when it said 8 million instead of
A billion.
billion.
Yeah.
My thing. We don't give enough credit to the kid that goes, ow.
Ow. I know.
You mean Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, what's Charlie's brother's name?
Oh, you're right.
Charlie's brother.
Charlie's brother.
Well, you know what that kid's in therapy for.
I'm failing at
You
the.
have
I have
some
0
hardcore
points.
Gen Alpha Googling skills, right?
I probably do. Okay.
If it don't have 1 billion in it, it ain't Willian in it.
This one I know
Oh, shoot. Okay.
is the
okay,
right
okay,
one.
okay.
Friday.
Okay.
From Rebecca Black.
Okay.
Friday. When did we make fun of Friday?
This one.
There was a kids react to this. I don't think I was in it though.
Did you love it or did you hate it?
I
Do you remember loving it or hating
don't
it?
remember.
Yeah.
I remember
didn't care.
loving how much we hated it.
Yeah.
I didn't really care about
She's
the
not
actual
even
video.
the bad part. It's the 40-year-old man
Guy
doing
that pops
the
up.
rap in
Yeah.
the middle of it.
Yeah. There's levels to it.
Like, I remember one of the early YouTube videos was running from Rebecca Black.
What?
Like it was this guy that put on like it was like a cardboard cutout of Rebecca Black's face like kind of taped around
Okay.
his face, and then she would like skip towards the guy, and he's like,
What the heck?
yeah, stuff like that, and then
Like a horror thing?
like a little bit, yeah,
Okay.
but like I forget his name, but there was like a couple other videos that he made, but it was like early YouTube sketches.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, huh?
Best
Yes.
You're
stuff.
on
Yeah,
different
yeah.
sides of YouTube.
All right. Jayka, you want to go first?
Now I say it's
2012.
2012.
Jaxon.
2011.
2011. 2014. It's somewhere between 12 and 15.
Bro, I have my times.
Jackson got it. It's
No
2011.
way!
Before? Oh, wow. Way to go,
I was gonna guess 2010.
The hell was I doing?
And last one, John Travolta announcing Idina Menzel's name wrong.
I don't remember this video.
You don't remember this
Adele
video?
Dazeem.
Can you play it really quick?
Yes, I can.
Can you show us the date that's on that?
There will always be a special place in my heart for the movie musical and for the songs that create their most memorable moments. Here to perform the Oscar-nominated, gorgeously empowering song,
never seen this?
Let It Go, from the Oscar-winning animated movie Frozen. Please welcome the wickedly talented one and only Adele Dazeem.
Okay, I remember the wickedly talented.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that had to.
Dude, the build
When
up
did
to the
Frozen
fail.
come out? That's
Frozen came out
good.
like what? 2014.
I have
I
my
was thinking
guess.
2000 it was like
16.
14.
14, 15, or 16. It's like one of those three.
I'm going to go.
God.
No, I think it's 2014.
That's what I'm doing.
I was thinking 14.
Yeah.
I got-
2014.
2014?
2015.
Wait,
2015?
wait. Okay, if this is an award show, probably the year after 2015.
Joe got it. It's 2014.
We're bad at this.
God.
Dang.
The wickedly talented.
Guys, even though that, Joe is the winner, Joe. Great job, Joe. I had a prize for
game.
you, but because this game was so flawed. Probably can't play too much of it.
Copyright.
So I remember when Rickrolling like was kicking off. There was a YouTuber's react video to
Oh, I'm sure.
to this, and then they said, "Where did this originate?" And they said 4chan. Then I was like 10 years old. I don't know what the hell 4chan was, and then I knew what 4chan was.
You go there once, you know it
I
forever.
didn't know that's where it originated. That's crazy.
A lot of memes, early
sure.
YouTube stuff, originated on YouTube
was all
forums,
4chan.
like not YouTube forums, just like forums,
Yep.
Reddit and 4chan.
Reddit and 4chan.
Yeah.
I think the Rickroll is like some peak internet stuff.
Yeah.
Like
It really is.
When it was first happening, it was the funniest damn thing. It's positive trolling. It makes you laugh. Like, it's not bullying in any way, shape, or form. It was a left turn every time
Right.
it
Yeah.
freaking
Right.
happened. But it was so good.
When was the most recent time it's happened to you?
It's been forever.
Years, right?
Nobody
So-
does it anymore.
But
Oh, it happens every once in a
it
while.
does, and
It
it's
does.
so amazing when it happens again because it kind of did the phase of like it was amazing and then everybody hated it, and now it's like trying to find its footing in like little places. Like on Reddit, sometimes you'll see a link and you think it's gonna like take you somewhere, and then you get rickrolled.
All right, I just have a brilliant idea. I'm going to spoil my future great idea, but here's
Okay.
what I'm going to do.
Okay.
When I die, I'm going to say that I penned my own obituary. And I'm going to make a website, and then you can go click here to go read Joe's obituary, and it will be the Rickroll, and it will be the best thing ever.
That sounds
What if it's like a parody of you doing the rickroll when you're like 75 years
Joe
old?
is now dead and gone.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it was like someone dressing up as you showing the video.
No, just the video.
I was thinking too far ahead.
Well, that is funny too.
Yeah.
Like, we need you all gathered here to go over Joe's will. He did a video will. Think.
Okay, we've reached the final segment. Do you guys know about a word from Anthony?
Ooh.
No.
You don't know about a word from Anthony. People don't know. This is a little blessing at the end of every podcast that Anthony, our line producer, gives us.
Okay.
He gives us his words, his stories. Last week he was in bed when he did it. He was very tired.
Okay.
So I'm going to play for you guys a word from Anthony. Anthony, you're still in bed from last week, and it's time for a word from
Still in
Anthony.
bed.
Please, grace us.
Remember, do you ever play that game Don't Wake Daddy? Anyways, this is a word from Anthony. I'm still in bed from last week. I probably have a bed sore. What do I want to... Oh, hi, Jaxon. Hi, Jayka. Jaxon, you're probably in the production office bothering me.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Seriously.
Currently.
Well, actually, this is an early morning shoot, too. How do you think he's going to do on this early morning
Jaxon,
day?
I said I owed you coffee if you came in early because you're a princess and you only like to come in after 11 o'clock, even though you're
Not on time today.
like 16 years old and you should have all the joyful youth energy.
Nope.
But anyways,
Anyways.
I want to know what your favorite React episode and your favorite people versus food episode you've ever filmed in your 20 plus years at React.
Hell yeah.
Bye.
All right.
Wow, he was on one that time.
He was on, dude. It's gone. Dude, he was so dead. I asked him to do it at 5 p.m. and he was like, absolutely not. I had to drag him to do it.
This is perfect. That is nobody knows Anthony like we do, and it's the best feel. That is like the best video ever. Oh my god, I give him a lot of all the time.
He's
And it goes
amazing.
back and forth, but God, do I love him?
He's the best.
Oh my gosh.
All right, favorite React video that you've done?
my gosh.
I mean, think of what comes to mind first.
Oh,
I'd say.
I automatically know.
Yeah?
It's one more recently with the puppies.
Aww.
The puppies.
yeah.
Literally, that is the best episode ever. Anything with animals.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you have my heart. That
Aw.
like any animal ever. You
Yeah.
know, it's such a joy. You know, and I can't have any animals. I can't. My mom's allergic. I actually owned a cat for a day and had to give the cat back.
One day.
Yeah, luckily the person who gave me the cat said like if there are any problems let me know and I'd be happy to take them off your hands if it's like within a week. And I'm
Time to trade in your mom, dude.
like it's so frustrating because my sister would literally bring home different animals. She kept a possum.
Hell yeah.
Like literally she would
Not about
capture
that.
chickens,
Hell
stuff
no.
like that. And my mom was cool
is
with
your
it.
sister a wolf?
What's happening?
My sister is an animal freak. She works at a vet.
Oh,
There you
cool.
go. There
Yeah,
you
that's
go.
not where she
Okay.
got him. You know. But yeah, anything with animals that just peak.
Yeah.
What
Like
about PVF? What's your favorite PVF?
PVF. I don't like eating.
Makes a gross
He
face.
just made the face that I feel about PBF. I don't know why you guys
don't-
do it.
Any of the street food episodes. I think like the
That's fun.
Thai street food. Oh my gosh, those are great. I really don't like the try not to eat stuff because if it's like late in the day, I don't want to eat anything.
Yeah.
I've already had my food, and then I have a really quick, like, what is it? No, sensitive
You
stuff.
have IBS.
Yeah.
Not IBS.
Okay.
No, just
Anything
overall sensitive stuff.
Tum tum. I can't eat a little girl upset with eat the food. I can't eat a little bit. Oh God! Oh, the free delicacies. It's a good food. Make it go ooh.
I'm also really bad with gross stuff. All right, I've taken up too much time.
No,
Off to you,
you're
Jayka.
good. I can't even think of a React. I know PVF for sure. I think it was last year. We went to Universal Studios to do like Minion Cafe or something like that. And we just got to like hang out at Universal Studios the whole day. So I was like, that was just like so much fun. And the food was really, really good. I don't know about React. I like love...
What's your favorite like genre?
Yeah, do you have
like
a
doing?
format
Yeah.
that you enjoy?
I know, like, every time we would react to, like, famous YouTubers, it was always, like, cool thing when they would react to us back.
You never do that anymore. You gotta
Yeah.
I need more YouTubers
No,
like we
and
have.
also
Ask and they're
just,
like, they
like-
used to react better. So
like, the evolution, too. Like, we used to react, like, on our own. Like, we were, like, now we're always, like, paired up. And I love it. No complaints ever. But, like, I just think it's so funny how, like, we've evolved into this new format. And I no complaints, obviously. But, yeah, I think it was, like... I think we reacted to like Emma Chamberlain or something, and I was like obsessed with her back
I remember when
then.
she reacted back.
She reacted back, and I was like, "Oh my god,
that's
like,
cute.
It was
That's
great.
cute.
No,
Maybe
one
we'll
time
do
we
it.
reacted to Bad Baby, and she reacted back.
Whoa.
It was not. Anyways,
Well, you've cried at React. Has React ever made you cry in any way, like happy or sad tears?
I think so. I think we've one time I tried. It was like the stinkiest fish ever or something. This was like years ago, and I was like miserable the whole day. I was like throwing up. So
that kind of cry.
Yeah.
Awful.
But nothing like traumatic. No.
No. But like he had happy
Trauma
tears.
induced.
That was like
Happy
I've never
tears.
cried like
Oh yeah,
that on
you
a
were
video
crying
before.
happy
That
tears
was
for
like
the puppies.
yeah, like I was like I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
And then once I said that, it just kind of like manifested even more.
I have cried,
Yeah?
but it was somebody got canceled later on, so I'm.
Okay.
You met somebody. And
Yeah, I
then,
met somebody. I was crying, and then I was like, "Oh shit, they're not that good of a person."
man, the list could be anybody.
I know. Yeah, genuinely.
Anybody.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That is a podcast.
We did it.
Woo!
You know what? I just realized what we didn't do.
What?
We didn't do the intro.
The intro?
What?
What intro?
React.
Oh, too late. Oh, so sad, so mad.
I am in love with Jaxon. Because we're going to do it right now.
You suck, dude. All right, hold on a second. I'm going to give you a sign to hold.
Ooh.
Wait, who's holding the sign? Me?
Me.
Or Jaxon? You know why?
Brendon.
Nicole is always the one who's so excited about it, and right away she's like, let's hit
do
the
it.
theme song.
Yep. Here you go.
Glad they hold this shot.
Jackson's now holding up a sign that says, I'm a little bitch.
That's so funny. I'm not doing that.
And now it's being
I was
erased.
glad to hold it.
No,
though.
you guys are wonderful human beings, and I appreciate you
Okay,
both.
Joe, let's hit us with an outro song. Okay?
Outro song. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Outro song. Ready?
Ooh, gotta feel the beat.
I like this beat.
Oh.
Come on, Joe. Get it.
We talked to YouTube. We went insane about how YouTube destroyed our brains.
What's that?
All our emotions have died inside. Jayka's a girl hanging to two guys, and we're dying inside. And we're dead inside. We done YouTube too long. Now we're dying inside.
Yeah.
Yes, it worked.
Great job, Joe. I'm going to hit
Thank
this
you.
again just for me. And thank you all for listening. Please make sure to leave us a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. 5 stars. Download the episodes. It helps us out a lot. And also follow this channel because we're growing this thing. We're trying to get as many people here as we can. Comment down below what was your first YouTube video that you remember watching? And then Jaxon and Jayka, where can we find you guys?
You can find me on all platforms at JAYKA.NOELLE, Instagram and TikTok. Yep.
Nice. And Jaxon?
Yeah, follow me at JaxonHH, JaxonHH on Instagram, Twitch, YouTube. Yeah, that's your TikTok maybe too.
The whole shebang.
Yeah, the whole shebang is JaxonHH, wherever
Love
you
the
can
way
find
you
me.
spell it. It's the best way to spell it.
Thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, guys.
You want to be like right up, you gotta right up on it.
If ESPN called today and was like, you get to be an anchor and you got to
Dude,
come
I
up with
shit my
cool
pants.
catchphrases for home runs, would you do it?
Ooh, for home runs?
For everything.
Oh.
Got like,
Like
boom,
specifically
that's
home. Yeah, that's a good one.
Not the bazinga.